With a lower weight ratio and better weight distribution, the Merak may have had less power, but it handled far better than its V8 counterpart.
Ladies,
gentlemen,
the magic of the past doesn't last.
What we want to see
Is the magic
of the present.
The new Oldsmobile. You will be enchanted by its comfort and power.
In this car, you feel like everything's coming up roses.
Some may say that they just don't make them like they used to, and in the case of this pair of 1960 Yank tanks, they definitely don't. Oldsmobiles were produced from 1949 until 1999 as a division of General Motors, and from 1950 to 1974, the 88 was the division's top-selling line. This is Yank 60, a 1960 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88 four-door sedan. It comes with a veranda roof. And this is Tank 60, also a 1960 Oldsmobile Dynamic 88, but this is the sportier two-door coupe. Both Yank and Tank are fourth-generation 88s, and the pride and joy of father and son team, John and Scott Clisby.
I've had the Oldsmobile for probably 10 years now. Bought it locally. My father's was actually a 50th birthday present, so he's had his for about 10 years as well. So yeah, it's quite good fun. Almost matching cars, same year, same make, same model.
The fourth generation models were completely restyled by General Motors with a longer, lower and wider body, which was promoted as the linear look by the American manufacturer. Other changes included a new grille and tail lights, a revised rear design and a modernised instrument panel. These cars were built for cruising, with a soft suspension and turning circle of a jumbo jet, and a larger-than-life personality. Under the hood, both these beauties are powered by the same 371 cubic inch rocket V8 that was carried over from the 57-58 models and came as standard on all Dynamic 88s of the year. While many cars of the time feature bigger and sharper fins and tons of chrome, the fourth generation 88s featured a more subdued look with subtle oval fins and much less chrome. Yet both these cars, with their sharp 60s stylings, still make their own undeniable statement to the world.
Yeah, probably if you're looking to buy one today, you're probably looking around $20,000 to buy one. As far as worldwide production figures, I think they only made around the 50,000–60,000 for the year. So again, it's not a huge volume, but yeah, a few of them have still survived and a few are still going.
The driving experience is great and they're so easy to handle, with power steering that makes these giants surprisingly responsive. They're also very comfortable, with a 6-way power seat that adjusts your driving position backwards, forwards, up or down, a feature not fitted as standard on many modern cars.
For a 1960 car, it's got power seats. It's a pillarless car, which means you can wind down the windows and have no door pillars. They come with an electronic eye, which is a headlight sensor gadget, gizmo from the 60s. And yeah, it's a large V8, automatic, very comfy to ride around in, very drivable car.
As far as maintenance goes, most of the drivetrain is American and available. Body parts are a bit harder to find, and you'll need to source those from the States if you have to. Of course, these parts are getting harder to find even in the US, as stock thins out after a half a century of bumps and dings. General tuning and maintenance is pretty straightforward though, and you should be able to get most components over the internet or even locally. The great thing about owning any classic car is that their running costs are about the same as a new car. Yep, they sure don't make them like they used to, but at least, with a few classics still doing the rounds, the good news is that they don't have to. So what does Scott think is the best thing about being the owner of an Oldsmobile Dynamic 88?
Oh, it's just a cool car to cruise around in. You know, you get lots of looks, people always stopping you, asking questions about it, and yeah, it was just a classic car that, you know, if I look after it, it's one of the few cars I'll actually appreciate over time and become more and more collectible.
Classic cars are everywhere, from the much-loved runabout to the rare and valuable collector's items. One thing we all agree, there's nothing better than a classic, like this stunning Jaguar sports car that was once owned by Hollywood tough guy Steve McQueen, or this Rover P6, voted the very first European Car of the Year. Of course, you don't have to be rich to drive a classic. You just have to love classic cars.